So I've already primed my skin and I use the Revlon Photoready primer. This literally sucks up all the oil in your skin. And now what I'm going to do is to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows, and I'm using the Colourpop eyebrow pencil in black brown. I absolutely love this pencil because it has the pencil on one end and then the spoolie on the other. And what I'm doing right now is just filling in my brows, outlining the top, the bottom, filling them in. And what the spoolie does is it blends out the beginning of your brow so that it doesn't look too harsh or too boxy. My next step is to use some concealer. So I'm using a lighter concealer today. Today I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Toffee, and I'm going to outline the top and also the bottom of my brows and then blend them in. So that I have a nice even base for my eyeshadows, I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Espresso. This is a skin tone concealer for me, so I'm just gonna dab that on top of my eyelid, blend it with my finger, and then I'm going to apply the e.l.f. powder brush on top of that to set the concealer. This is gonna allow my colors, my eyeshadow colors, to blend seamlessly and evenly. Now the first color that I'm going to take is going to be Brown Script by MAC. It is this pretty reddish brown color. You guys have seen it in a lot of my tutorials because it is very brown girl friendly. So what I'm going to do is to use this as my transition color today. So I'm going to apply it with a large fluffy brush above my crease. Moving on, I'm going to go on my CoverGirl Nudes palette, and I just found this eyeshadow palette and I absolutely love it. I'm going to take the second darkest brown from this palette and I'm going to apply it on the outer corner of my eye and then sweep it towards the inner corner and back and forth motions. I love to apply my crease color with the Sigma E45 tapered blending brush because it has a precise tip. Now for my base for my next eyeshadow, I'm going to be using MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I think this is a staple piece that every girl should have in their collection, and I'm just going to apply this on my lid, and I'm using a synthetic brush to apply this base. Now the next color that I'm going to be using is going to be coming from this Maybelline Quad, and I absolutely love it because these colors are so pigmented. So I'm going to be using this rose gold color and applying it all over the lid on top of where I used MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. I'm just using a flat eyeshadow brush to do this. Now for foundation today, I haven't used this foundation in a really long time. It's the Maybelline Matte and Poreless Foundation, and I absolutely love it. It blends really, really well with my skin, so I'm going to apply this with my Beauty Blender sponge all over my face. Now, I absolutely love going in with a skin tone concealer first. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Espresso. And these concealers are super duper amazing. They're very thick, so it makes your skin look really, really smooth. So that's the reason why I love applying this first, and then I'll apply a lighter concealer on top. So the next concealer that I'm going to use is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation. No, Maybelline Fit Me concealer, and I'm using it in Cafe. So I'm going to highlight with this concealer. I'm going to place it in triangles underneath my eye, down the bridge of my nose, my forehead, my chin, and a little bit around my mouth. And you already know I'm going to be using my Beauty Blender sponge to blend this out because it gives me a really even airbrush type of look. The next thing to do is to set those highlighted areas. So I'm going to be using my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and I'm going to put that on top of all the areas where I applied the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in Cafe. Now I'm going to let that bake a little bit, move back onto my eyes. So I'm using my NYC Liquid Eyeliner. I'm not going to draw a wing today. The only thing that I want to do is to draw a really, really thin liner so that my lashes have something to stick to. Now this pencil, I cannot remember what pencil this is, but all the products are going to be listed in the description box below. But what I'm doing now is putting this nude pencil in my waterline, my bottom waterline. Now out of that same Maybelline quad, I'm going to be taking this bronzy brown color and sweep that underneath my eye. And then I'm going to go in with the champagne and the gold color. I'm mixing those two together to apply that on the inner corner of my eye. Now to top it off with a little bit of mascara, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara in Carbon Black. Then apply this to my top and my bottom lashes. The falsies that I'm going to be applying today is going to be drugstore lashes. Yes, so I'm using the Ardell Wispy Lashes. Going in with some contouring, I'm going to be using the Black Radiance Pressed Powder in Ebony, and I'm going to sweep that underneath my cheekbones, some on my forehead, and a little bit on my chin just to give me some definition. And I'm going to be using a matte contouring brush to do that. Now this blush palette I absolutely love. It's the e.l.f. blush palette in dark, and I'm using that peach tone, that corally tone, to apply to my cheekbones. And now, moving on to highlight, Physicians Formula Highlighter is a new formula that I just came across. Oh my god, and I'm so in love with this highlighter. So I'm mixing the champagne and the golden together to give me this beautiful glow. I'm putting it on top of my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose, and on my cupid's bow. And I loved it so much I had to put it underneath my brow bone. Now I'm just going to line my lips with a brown lip liner, so I'm using NYX Espresso lip liner. And now I'm using Colourpop's liquid lipstick in Beeper. And to top it off, I'm going to be using Revlon lipstick. It's a lip gloss in Supernatural. Like I said, all products will be listed in the description box below. These are super duper affordable products, and I hope you ladies enjoyed the look. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat as well as Instagram. It's KimAllure, the same as my YouTube channel name. And I will see you ladies in my next video. Bye.